Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother, Sean Ali, here, Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. And as always, family, I thank each and every one of you who tunes in, shares some of your very valuable time and energy. And as always, I pray that these brief words are received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver them in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. Family, thank you all for tuning in. I pray that these brief words find you and your family and your loved ones in the best of your health, the best of your wellness, the best of your life, right? And I pray that it is on purpose, because life is on purpose. And when we lead a purposeful life, we are truly indeed leading a blessed life. Man. So listen, I wanted to come and talk about creating a healthy day, right? Creating a healthy day. And this is going into the concept that we can only be as healthy as our lifestyle. And we can only live as long as our lifestyle promotes life. So a lifestyle, or our lifestyle, is created one day at a time, right? And this begins as soon as we get up. And unknowingly, but to most of us, we aren't aware of the chemistry that our body creates to wake us up from sleep, right? And they have something that's called the cortisol awakening response, or CAR. So cortisol awakening response. What this means is, this is how the body wakes us up. This is how the body brings us up out of that state of sleep. It's an energy shot, right? So they say that when we awaken, right? When we awake, our cortisol levels are high. So when we wake up, the cortisol levels, they are extremely high. This is it's made for that to wake us up. So when we are looking, from the time we awaken, we have this cortisol shot that's inside of us, that's being produced. Cortisol is also the stress hormone. This is why we want to pay attention to this awakening response. So that cortisol level when we awaken is high. Now we have a 30 to 60-minute window that when this cortisol is produced to awaken us, it's supposed to drop off between 30 to 60 minutes. Now, what happens is, in this window of 30 to 60 minutes, we are uneven, we are imbalanced, we are easily perturbed, easily disturbed, right? Easily thrown off. Somebody can easily get on your nerves because we are literally under stress. This is when you get that grogginess when you wake up, that cloudy head, foggy head, slow, disoriented. All of those are signs of the cortisol awakening response. So when we get up, we have this 30 to 60-minute window to change the chemistry inside of us. If we don't change this chemistry, somebody could provoke us or do something that will carry that cortisol response throughout past this 60-minute window. So this is our day, right? So this is our dayline. So as soon as we wake up with that cortisol awakening response, stress, boom. So now I need to strategically, intentionally, on purpose, move myself to stop my body from using cortisol to keep me up. See, and now I will cause it to use other hormones and chemicals to sustain me. Does that make sense? So I wake up. Once I wake up, we're looking at 10 to 15 minutes after I wake. So we have this window of cortisol being high, and then it dwindles off within 30 to 60 minutes. Once I get up, I want to get within this 10 to 15 minute window. And I want to do the things that will cause my body to change gear and to stop using cortisol. And now what will it switch to? It will switch to serotonin, endorphins, dopamine, right? Oxytocin. See, we have other hormones that we can cause our body to switch into. So now, if I catch it at this 10 to 15 minute window, so now instead of cortisol, I have my serotonin levels are high, my endorphin levels are high, my dopamine and oxytocin levels are high. So now I'm replacing that, and I'm moving out the rest of my day under these right here. I switch gears. I've literally taken myself out of that potential prolonged state of stress. And now I've introduced and I've caused my body to start to secrete these good hormones. So now 10 to 15 minutes after I wake up, I'm out of stress and I'm into life. 10 to 15 minutes after I wake up, I do the necessary actions. I move something. I move something, right? I don't go nowhere. Look, for those who practice Islam and those who don't, let me introduce you to a part of Islam that's called the Salat, or the prayer service, right? This is something that we perform as practicing Muslims 5 times a day throughout the day, right? It's a series of bodily movements or prostrations, right? And when we look at the physicality of the Salat, when you wake up, right, from wudu or ablution, right, you're doing actions, to the prayer itself, you can give yourself that exercise. You can give yourself those physical movements that will cause your body to stop producing cortisol. The levels will lower. And then in the place of cortisol, you can produce serotonin, endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin just from doing your regular daily salat. Man, and in that window, see, this is a 10 to 15 minute window. I want to do the things, not just think, because I need to cause my body to physically shift gears. These are things that are in response to actions. Oxytocin from touching, dopamine is the reward, endorphins is your painkiller, serotonin is your mood enhancer. But these come from us doing things, specific things, namely exercise. See, when we move something, exercise is intentional in purpose, with the idea of me helping and strengthening myself. So when I do this, this is what sets the stage for me to switch gears, because this is how we are all waking up, to break that state of sleep and to get you up out. We have that rush of cortisol, but this is the stress hormone. And if we don't stop it, we can unknowingly carry it throughout the day, because while I'm under this stress response, anything can happen that will cause me to prolong it. And now I can find myself spending the rest of my day stressed out just because I woke up. See, just because the normal way that we wake up is similar to the stress response. So now, like I say here at Supreme Health and Wellness, we teach how to take charge of this. So when you get up, you start to exercise, you move something, right? You don't wait to go to the gym. You don't wait to put on your exercise clothes. You don't wait for your equipment to turn on. You get up and you move something. If you can't exercise, the Islamic Salat, Fajr, is the first prayer of the day. That exercise, those 2 rakas, included with wudu or ablution, that is an exercise in itself. And that is enough to get your body to stop producing cortisol and to start producing serotonin, endorphins, dopamine, oxytocin. So now when you get up, right? When you get up from your prayer rug, when you get up from salat, when you get up from exercise, now you will be moving through your day healthy. You will be moving through your day strong. You will be moving through your day with the cognitive ability to rise above emotions. You will be moving into your day with the mental capabilities to think your way past any and all trouble, to meet and overcome any and all obstacles, and for you to put yourself in the best condition for your healing, your life, your power, for your growth and development. You will be able to create your heaven and set yourself in it at once. Wow. But if we don't, this is now you have that potential. You woken up, you're under that cortisol response. Your cortisol levels are high. And instead of them falling off, somebody does something, pisses you off, gets on your nerves. It doesn't matter. You could do it to yourself. And now instead of the cortisol levels falling, they rise back up because you're induced by it now. And then instead of it falling again, somebody or something happens. And this is how you could spend your day. You could go through your day in this cycle. Or you can catch it, stop it. You got 10 to 15 minutes after you wake up. You do some type of action. You move something. You move something, right? You perform your Fajr Salat or whatever Salat that you have that's present when you wake up, and you change the chemical nature inside of you from one of potentially stressful to one that's of life, of love, of happiness, of pain-free. And now you can introduce those elements, and now these elements can carry you throughout your day. And now you have created a healthy day. You've created a strong day. You've created a righteous day. You've created a heavenly day. Man, look, if you or anybody you know needs help or want to know more, please feel free to contact us. Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. Family, it's never too late. This is your life or it's your death. In the midst of it, the things that we do will either facilitate our life or cause our death. That's our lifestyle. So we want to learn how to create the healthiest, strongest, positive lifestyle, cause and effect. For every action, there's the opposite and equal reaction. So if I create a healthy, strong lifestyle, that's the cause. What's the effect? I have a healthy, strong me. If I have a healthy, strong lifestyle, that's the action. What's the opposite and equal reaction? I have a healthy, strong me. So family, listen, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you, family. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Conquer your day. Create your heaven and set yourself in it at once, because that is all up to us. Family, I leave you in the words of peace, love, happiness, and God. I say, Namaste, Hotep. Pow! Power to the people. Salam alaikum. Peace.